I'm Batman! Okay, so a lot of people are asking me, like, how do you actually become successful? So in this video, I'm gonna tell you exactly how to disappear and come back successful. This is not just the physical wise, but business wise as well, because I've actually started a marketing agency last month and closed 30 clients in the month of November. I've also ran a marketing agency in the past and got it from 5K to 35K per month in just 2 months, okay? And this is the latest agency that I have. It's basically just a marketing agency for home improvement. And you can check this. There's a real website and all that stuff. So I'm not just bullshitting you. We made 10K in a single week running this, okay? And this is going to be a whole video overall about everything. It's not going to be a specific video about making money in this. This is a real non-bullshit guide for you guys because I know how much of people don't actually have the transformations and they're talking about this is how you do this. It's a mindset hack. It's waking up early. It's not, okay? So this is how I went from last year. You can check the date, October 14th. Now it's December 17th. And this is, the love handles on the side, you know what I mean? And essentially being able to go to something like this. This is taken about last week. So this is maybe some good lighting, you might say, the six pack and stuff like that. This is literally just regular locker room lighting. There's nothing special. The whole room is the same lighting, so no excuses can be made here. But I'm going to teach you exactly how to flip this switch inside yourself, because once you flip this switch, there's literally no going back, and you're able to make insane progress just like this, okay? So let's actually get into it. Let's not be the daydreamer, all right, and let's actually get to work, because imagine what you can actually become by doing what you know you're supposed to do, all right? And I'm going to outline the objectives. I'm going to give you action steps at the end of this video, so that way you're able to achieve and desire and plan it out and get exactly what you want out of life, okay? So how amazing would it just feel for a second to disappear and then leave this disrespectful life that you are currently living and just come back as a new person? So I was working on myself in private for months on end, and then I basically turned myself into a new man, shocked my friends, shocked my family, and that video is about this, okay? So this is just earlier this year, right? I couldn't even bench 135. Can you believe that? Okay? And what I first did was a vision board and healthy habits. This is really good because, I was kind of lost. I didn't know where to start. This is a great stepping stone. A vision board is going to basically, whatever you want, you saw the Lamborghinis from all the gurus or whatever you saw, you map it out. What do you want your future to look like? I'm going to actually give you a live example of what mine looks like. So you can see 145K in a month in the dead center right here. And then we have the Tesla right here. And then buying your mom a Chanel bag, Birkin bag, having the cars, having the family. That's really what mine looks like, as well as the healthy habits. So let me tell you, stop being vegan if you are. Hope you're not, but you want to be eating well-rounded, right? I'm not going to tell you to stop eating your veggies or any of that. I'm just going to tell you to start eating more what's going to give you the testosterone and start allowing you to just be a man, because a lot of you guys have to grow up from being a boy to a man, and that's the truth, okay? So let yourself live up to it and to the potential that you can become. So let's actually get into it, all right? Let me stop yapping, okay? So step one, leave home, all right? This can be going to another city, it can be going across the country, preferably going out of the country, and that's exactly what I've done. I'm a 15-year-old high school dropout, and around June of this year, when I was making 5K per month, I had that massive leap. I just literally went across the country, probably less than 10K in my bank account, and I made it work. In 2 months, I got to 35K per month. I'm not saying you're going to have the crazy results like I did, right? But this is the exact framework that I used to have that crazy progress, okay? So the hero goes on a mission, all right? If you see like those movies, right? Not all the movies are right, but there is that story, and you want to be that story. You want to be the main character, all right? And this is how you do it, okay? I chose the location based on purely just the lifestyle I wanted to live. I went to Austin, Texas. That had a Whole Foods 3 minutes walk from me, so it was very convenient for getting healthy food. And as well as I had a gym that was 3 minute walk from me, and it was nice. It was a modern one, and I didn't discover it until I got there. But yeah, it was not too bad, right? And it wasn't. I just got an Airbnb. Wasn't all chilling like that. And I did go to Europe eventually, 2 to 3 months later after going across the country because I just wanted something different. I wanted a new environment because when you have a new environment, you're able to diss away your past, stop, cut out the noise, and become this new person that like nobody knows you for. And you can make those new friends that now know you for who you are now. All right? So if that makes sense. And I didn't have things figured out. I didn't even know about Europe if they were going to hold me at the airport. I kind of did because I researched it with the guidelines and the airplanes and everything because I'm 15. But I had no plan. I didn't even know the language. I didn't learn a single word of the language. I didn't know how the trams or the buses worked, like how they call it. I'm just not familiar with that. The only language I know is English, right? So I was scared and I could have gone in the wrong, but I still did it. And you have to take that leap of faith, not necessarily if you don't want to do this right off the bat, but save up some money. Like be able to do this at some point. You can go to somewhere where it's pretty cost effective. So you can go to like Thailand, Bali. You can go to somewhere that's a third world European country. These are not bad choices, right? You just have to get out of this current situation that you are already in, okay? And that is the most beautiful thing for a man, to reinvent himself and become a new being, right? So these are just some pictures of me in Europe, right? But yeah, you want to become a new person. It's not normal to change in the fact your mind is pretty much distressed by it. It does not want to change. Everything your mind will do is to make you feel comfortable. Your mind does not want to. It wants to sit on the sofa. And while that is fine, it's up to you to change that and do what you want with your own actions, right? So it's the best thing you can do, and humans naturally are going to hold judgments, so your friends might, and about the people that they know. And when you try to change, they're going to see it's authentic, they're going to see it's inauthentic. So it's going to be hard for you to do that while you're in the same environment, but it's up to you. Just shut yourself in the room. Don't go outside. Go to the gym at 5 in the morning, whatever you want to do to make it so that you are not consuming and hearing the beliefs of the people that are kind of below you and not on the same path you want to go. The best thing you can do is show your results instead of lashing out, getting out revenge, being a pussy, and literally showing your emotion, because that is the most feminine thing you can do. The people you meet, you don't know who you are, which make it very easy for you to instantly become a new person and stick to those habits. Alright, so this is how you create your new character. You can see here I have a couple pictures of me being an anime watcher. I was fat. I went from fat to skinny, like actual really skinny, like I had no muscles, back to fat again, working on my e-com business, and then I went to, the shape that I'm in now, right? So let's get back into it, right? So you can see here this guy literally has his feet behind his head, right? Yeah, this is the most feminine thing you could do, right? And I did it, all right? So I want to not have you go through the same things that I went through, okay? And this is how last year went from this, then I, started doing what everybody else was doing. I was looking into it, right? I had those friends that you might have as well that, just made you be a certain type of way, right? And I got the F-boy hair. Then I started going to the gym, not bad. Then I started actually having testosterone by eating red meat, eggs, as well as rice, carbs to actually put on the muscle. A lot of you guys don't eat carbs to actually get the muscle on and retain. And here I actually got the buzz cut. This was a pretty transformational point in my life. I know it looked bad for the first one because I just didn't know how to get it cut. And then, fast forward here. This is where we're at, right? So, yeah. You must go away and then escape the raw emotion and fear by using Alco backpackers. All right, this is called getting lost in the sauce. In my very first few months of this journey, this happened to me too. Like there's so much going on, and then I really dialed into the art of discipline, right? I made a promise to myself that I would not return to the US without becoming successful. I'm not going to come back, be a failure, and I'm going to make it work. I had no choice. I had nothing but a chance to win, okay? I did not want to just be a person of loss and unsuccessful and just failure. How would I bring that to the throne of your family, right? Think about your bloodline. You want to be the most successful in your bloodline. So no matter what it took after that, when girls wanted to drink and people wanted to party, I always said no. Of course, that's over-exaggerating because I don't drink, but in order to come back a new man, you must go through a physical and psychological boot camp to change your mindset and become this new being. So we got the Chad here, but you got to master the basics. Let's go back to the basics because a lot of you guys will overlook this step and not actually be the person that you want to be. So success is simple, but it's not easy, right? You just have to know the right steps, the right actions to take. It requires turning up and doing the same boring actions every single day for a long time, ignoring distractions, making those failures, and eventually you will get there. But I attribute a large portion of my success to being able to build a world-class physique that inspires others no matter what you're trying to do. I believe becoming physically disciplined will actually help you. You know, meeting people, when you shake their hand, they're going to see, okay, this guy, you know, you can't just buy the physique, right? You can't technically just do that. It actually comes from the discipline, showing up, training at the gym. You have to put in the time and the effort. So this shows a lot to people. And this means I didn't do anything against that goal, okay? There was no parties, there's no hangouts, any of that shit, okay? I wanted one thing, and I'm going to put my dedication into it, my purpose. You can kind of argue if that was a purpose, but that was the only thing I wanted at that time. All right, boys, so these are the action steps, so that way you can begin your journey of transforming yourself and becoming this new being. So the step one, just daydream about how you wish your life was. You know, maybe calculate the exact cost that it would take to live that lifestyle. Get the cars that you want. Research all the cars. You know, just become and make this list of like, okay, there's a list that I don't want this to turn out as my life. So it's like an anti-negative, like I despise myself if I have these things. And then you want to have a manifestation list. You want to have that you know, this mind map that I showed you earlier, right? This of all these things that you want out of your life. Step two is to write that vision in detail, right? You don't want to say, oh, I want a car, all right? You want to be specific. You want to be exactly specific down to the cost, maybe the tires if you want, a specific color of the car, a pink Bugatti. Write it in exact detail. Start with building your character, all right? So whatever you want yourself to be, you want to be after Abraham Lincoln, you want to have the leader mentality of Alexander the Great, whatever it might be, you want to be the philosophical of Socrates. Get those traits and then think about yourself sitting at a table with those people and adapting their traits and, you know, mixing it up and becoming your own, all right? So write out the dream life vision of that character. Where does the story take place? The house, car, activities, girlfriend, cash in the bank, and your occupation, whatever you want to be doing. What do you want to be doing to provide for the world, bring value? Reverse engineer this exact person and write the steps to becoming that person from where you are at now, all right? And then write the action that you can take right now, all right? We don't want to procrastinate on this, all right? We want to make sure that we can get this as soon as we possibly can. So take the action right now and start this right now. I literally want you to subscribe right now, drop a comment of what you want to get in your life, and then we'll all manifest this shit. All right? Now, I know that sounds a little bit cringy, but hey, the people that don't do that shit are going to be lost. Maybe just make your own note sheet, whatever you want to do as you prefer. And step three is to review the character and dream life daily and burn it into your mind. Write this next to your bed. Go put it on your bathroom, what do you call, window or such as, and make it your obsession, okay? If you don't obsess over these things, you try to live a life of balance, you're going to see you're not able to actually bring these things into your life, okay? The universe is forever giving. You guys all know I know this, and I believe in it. So if you want the things out of your life and get whatever you want, just make sure you drop a sub. Keep looking out for videos like these, and I hope this brought immense value for you guys, and you guys change your life, because that's my whole goal of this channel. So, yeah, see you guys in the next one.